There should not be a shred of doubt by now. When the chips are down, I have Israel's back.
Yeah, right, okay. Now, of course, tomorrow he'll speak to the Iranian Public Affairs Committee and tell him he has Iran's back. I mean, do you trust Obama when he says he has Iran's back? It's an interesting question. Something doesn't add up here. He and Netanyahu don't get along. The news has reported that. So, I mean, what do you make of this? Who knows? It's just idle gossip. It's worthless, frankly. It's not worthy of your discussion. Let's go to the election. Newt Gingrich says Romney is rich enough not to worry about gas prices. Do you understand why Obama's getting away with what he's getting away with? Why Eric Holder is getting away with what Eric Holder is getting away with? Do you understand why? When you have Republican dolts ripping each other to shreds when they have the entire world listening to them and they have an opportunity to talk about the $1.2 billion missing from MF Global, cronies of Obama's, the $500 million of Solyndra loans, missing, cronies of Obama's, the fraudulent solar companies, the demise of NASA, the death of 22 Navy SEALs in one old helicopter. You want me to go on? It's all in trickle-down tyranny. But when you have Newt Gingrich attacking Romney, saying he's rich enough not to worry about gas prices, or Saintly Santorum pretending to be a social Jesus for America, that's why Obama can get away with what he's getting away with, which is why he's surging in the polls and why they're collapsing in the polls. Because the opposition party is supposed to talk about what they would do if they were elected. That's what a campaign should be, not ripping each other to shreds. How have the Republicans become so inept, so out of touch with reality that they would permit this to go on this long? A leader would say, if Romney had leadership qualities, which he must have somewhere within him, I don't know where it is, the next time he's attacked, he wouldn't even answer the attack. He'd say, Newt, I'm ashamed to say that this is an embarrassing question for you, not for me. We should be talking about Obama's unwillingness to prosecute those who stole $1.2 billion in the MF Global affair. We should be prosecuting those who steal billions of dollars in the fake solar companies. Newt, that's what we should be doing, Newt, not attacking each other. But we don't hear that from Romney. Instead, he takes the defensive on everything thrown at him, whether it's by the rat boys in television, the rat girls in television, or by his own Republican compatriots, such as Saintly Santorum and the rotund Newt. So that's why we're in trouble. You want to call the show, 1-800-449-8255. You want to talk about the price of gasoline, what are you going to say? No one cares? According to USA Today, you don't care. You don't care about the price of gasoline. You don't care about social issues. I want you to see the propaganda. They say every survey just done shows the Americans don't care about social issues. They don't care about gasoline. They only care about, we don't know, but they don't care about anything. This is what the newspapers have descended to. This is what they become now under the Associated Publicists for the Obama administration, AP. New York, WOR. David, thank you for calling the Savage Nation. You're on the air. Go ahead, please. What's on your mind?
Hi, Dr. Savage. How are you? I just wanted to say that it's pretty obvious why the Republican candidates aren't mentioning any of these scandals that would bring Obama down in the next election, because they're in on it too. They have their interests in mind. No one has the interests of the American people out there.
Well, that's what entered my mind, which is that if you go back to the Republican administration of Bush, they were so corrupt, and the same people are basically there behind the scenes. They're afraid to point these things out because they have their snouts in the same well.
Yeah, most certainly. It's so obvious. If anybody could see MF Global for what it really was, nobody in any...
However, John Corzine is not a Republican, is he? He's a Democrat. He was a Democrat from New Jersey, former head of Goldman Sachs. I mean, there is a little bit of a difference here, which is the level of graft and corruption I don't think has ever been this high since the Teapot Dome scandal. Teapot Dome scandal.
Savage.